The Cardinals continue to be sellers before the trade deadline. Welcome in. I'm your host, Kainani Stevens. JD Hafron from Locked On Cardinals with me because the Cardinals have been busy so far. The deadline's still a couple of days away, but the Cardinals are trying to dish off some people they might be losing to free agency soon. Were you surprised by any of the moves so far that you've seen from the team?
Not necessarily surprised. I mean, these are the names that we thought they were going to move. There was some talk about making last-ditch efforts to maybe keep Hicks around. I saw that John Heyman posted that the Cardinals did offer him a 3-year deal. Hicks decided, I'm going to take my chances. And I don't blame any of these guys. I mean, they have a chance to make a pretty big payday and get out of a situation where it hasn't been a lot of fun in St. Louis this year with all of the losing.
On the return, there's a couple of different prospects. Sam Roberse, for one, was pretty high up in the Blue Jays system. Is there any of the other names of some of the guys you were getting back that maybe you had your eye on, like, oh, that might be something in the next couple of years or so?
Well, as far as that trade with the Blue Jays, obviously he's a good one because he was just in the futures game representing Toronto. So obviously that's something that, piques your interest when you think about guys coming back to you. Kloffenstein is somebody that he's a big guy, 6'5", like 243 pounds, big right-hander, former Texas guy. And he seems to have some things that the Cardinals are going to like as far as the swing and miss capability, 105 strikeouts in 89 innings. So that's something that obviously interests fans as well. When you talk about the trade with the Texas Rangers, we know that the Cardinals were eyeing a lot of pitching, but they also got an infielder back in that trade with Texas. And he's kind of a big deal for the Rangers in their prospects here. He ended up being, and we're talking about Thomas Sujasi, former 5th-round pick. Big stats, 313, 15 home runs, 78 RBIs over 93 games at Double-A, and has had a lot of success hitting wherever he's played so far. And some people think that he might actually be the steal of the guys that are coming back to the Cardinals in the trade with the Rangers.
Very good. Obviously, we've still got a little less than 48 hours left until the deadline. Nolan Arenado, lots of people interested, I'm sure. Is that something we're actually going to see happen?
It is not. President of Baseball Operations, John Mozeliak, finally came out and said, we are not trading Nolan Arenado. He did take some calls, according to reports. The Dodgers obviously being one of those teams that announced that, we've had some talks and we tried to get him. But I didn't think it was something that not a very Cardinals move to trade somebody like that with the amount of control they still had with 4 years on that contract. He's still 32. He's still one of the top third basemen in the league, if not the top third baseman in the league. So when you're trying to rebuild something, and what they're saying is retool, not rebuild, getting rid of somebody like a Nolan Arenado really didn't make a lot of sense. I never thought it was something that would happen, but when you saw all of the talk about it, you're like, smoke, maybe there's a little fire there, but it doesn't appear that Nolan Arenado was going anywhere anytime soon.
Okay, we know Arenado's going to stay. That's good news. Is there anyone else that you think may be available to go? Is it kind of everybody else is available at this point? What are you thinking?
The names that we've heard are Jack Flaherty is the remaining starting pitcher that is probably going to be moved. He's set to become a free agent as well at the end of this season. Probably somebody who wants to test free agency as well. So I wouldn't assume that some 11th hour contract extension is something that is going to happen with them. So we'll see where he gets moved. A lot of people have speculated the West Coast. He's from California, that might be a place that he wants to play. But we'll see. We've heard about the Yankees being connected with Jack Flaherty, as well as outfielder Dylan Carlson is a name that has been mentioned in a lot of trade talk. Switch hitter, 24 years old, former top prospect with the Cardinals, and has just kind of been squeezed out of playing time this year with the emergence of Lars Nootbaar and Tyler O'Neill coming back healthy, and the ability of Tommy Edman to play center field as well as he did before he got hurt. He's on his way back as well, and Dylan Carlson with Jack Flaherty could be a package that somebody like the Yankees would be attracted to make that final push towards a playoff spot.
All right, we'll have to keep an eye, maybe talk to you again soon if we get another move. But until then, Locked On Cardinals will have you covered about all the players heading out of town and the new prospects coming in. JD, thanks.